Is diet or exercise more important for weight loss? If you've been on a weight loss journey, then you may have been actually asking this very question yourself. If it sounds familiar, then you're in the right place because I'm here to set the story straight in today's video. Hi, I'm Dr. Kelly Shockley, Doctor of Cause, chiropractic, board certified in sports medicine, and specialized in clinical nutrition. Welcome back to my channel where I publish videos every Monday and Wednesday so I can share with you the strategies that I've used since 2005 with my patients here locally and via telehealth that will allow you to start discovering the why behind your struggles, the why behind your symptoms or your diagnoses so that you can start reclaiming your health. Once you know the why, you can actually heal the body and achieve optimal health, which is what I like to call total body mastery. So give that subscribe button a little love tap. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest behind closed doors methods and strategies I have for you. And as always, timestamps are right down below this video. I value your time and you already know why you're here. So let's get to it. In this video, we're going to be going over the formula that gives you the quickest and easiest results. There's a little bit of science to it, but it's actually quite easy to implement. Then I'm going to share with you the best form of exercise for reaching that weight loss goal even faster. Not all forms of exercise are created equally, and there is so much information of varying opinions out there, so we're going to set the story straight. And finally, I'm going to be sharing with you the way for permanent weight loss to actually be yours that won't have you cutting calories or counting carbs. I know it sounds too good to be true, but there is really a method to this that can create long-lasting results for you. Let's get started. What is this formula that I'm talking about that gives you the easiest and quickest results? Well, it's known as the 80-20 rule. Now, let me talk about this. What on earth is this actually meaning? First of all, what you eat and how much you're eating is actually far more important for overall, weight, body composition than exercise alone. So if you're not really working on what you're doing from a dietary standpoint, then you have so much room for more gains or losses rather. Then you have so much room for improvement for more weight loss as you work to adjust things accordingly. Now, here's the cool thing. Really, diet and exercise should go hand in hand because when you just solely focus on what you eat, you have to be more diligent and restrictive and understand more of what you're actually putting into your system. We know, and this has not changed, contrary to what anybody's saying, we know that we have to be in some sort of caloric deficit, meaning we're actually consuming less calories than what we're burning if our end goal is really weight loss. So if we're just solely doing this through diet, if we need to reduce our caloric intake by 500 calories, then we have to be that much more diligent and have that much stronger willpower to make sure that we're consuming less by cutting out snacks or decreasing our portion sizes, and also being aware of what types of food we're putting into our face, right? But here's the cool thing. If you add in the exercise component to this, instead of maybe saying the 500 calories that you're trying to accomplish deficit-wise through just diet alone, maybe you work to achieve 400 of those calories by curbing your diet, by reducing the snacking and smaller portion sizes. And then you make up for that other 100 calories that's achieved through actually burning those calories with exercise. That would be an example of the 80-20 rule. Now, you don't have to get that crazy and scientific about this, but the short of it is you really need both. There's huge emphasis on diet and what you need to be doing there. In fact, I remember working on a gal who was getting ready to prepare for her fitness competition, and it was fascinating to me to watch this firsthand of how she just melted away. And I asked her, Doniker, how much more are you exercising? And she said, honestly, my exercising hasn't changed hardly at all throughout this whole entire journey. It's all been my diet. And she had it very much so calculated out of what she was eating and how much she was eating and what time of day she was actually eating. Now, we don't have to do that, but it was so much evidence of how important diet is. We just make life easier on ourselves if we incorporate in some exercise so we don't have to be quite as restrictive with diet. So just try the 80-20 rule. Now I'm curious, have you heard about this formula before? Just comment down below. I can't wait to hear your response. Okay, what is the best form of exercise to actually help you reach that weight loss goal quickly? Is it high intensity interval training? Is it aerobic? Is it anaerobic? Is it strength training? Is it, running for miles on end? And really, the answer is more simple than what we've made it. There is far more bang for your buck when you do strength training of any nature, whether it's just body weight types of exercises or you're pushing a little bit of metal, around. There's far more reward on the other side of that. And here's the reason being. Think of it as this way. Your metabolism basically lives inside of your muscular system. So if you don't have a lot of lean muscle mass, it's going to be part of the reason why your metabolism is actually running slower. It's going to be more difficult for you to burn more calories in the same amount of time as somebody who actually has more lean muscle mass. This is part of the reason why guys always seem to lose weight so much more easily than we do as females, because their body already has more lean muscle mass to it compared to ours. But here's something else. And if you've followed me for any point in time, you know that I don't chalk a whole lot up to the we're getting older process, but there is one component that is very relevant. Research has said by the time you reach 30 years old, you start breaking down or catabolizing, meaning your body's breaking down and essentially eating your lean muscle mass. So being a chiropractor, this is super important. No wonder by the time you turn 40, you feel like you've been hit by a truck and the wheels fell off of the bus and everything is a mess. Because if you're not doing anything to promote generation of lean muscle, then you're not going to have much of a muscular system left to carry you around and help you get through your day. And your muscular system is your suit of armor. But for this specific purpose, you need to know that it takes a little bit of strength training to promote that lean muscle mass. The good news is you could get away with doing this maybe twice a week, no more than a half hour, full body workout, in order to start beefing up your metabolism. So I very much so encourage you to add some sort of strength training into your weekly regimen. Like I said, only twice a week is needed, no more than 30 minutes, and watch how you start burning more calories more easily than if you just did cardio alone. If you want a bonus, cardio that is serving more of a fat burning kind of a reward for you are lower levels of cardio, not sprinting for, or running as far as you can for 30 minutes, but maybe doing intervals or doing a walk on a treadmill on an incline. That's going to actually help you burn more of the fat that's in the system. So that's just an extra bonus for you. Now, before I get into the secret to permanent weight loss that's not going to have you spending all of your time counting calories and carbohydrates, I just want to simply remind you to click that subscribe button down below, turn the notification on, and while you're down there, give me a big thumbs up. That way you never miss out on a future episode so that you can really supercharge your health and start living life to the fullest. Okay, what is this secret to permanent weight loss that isn't going to have you spinning your wheels? There's a really simple answer here because I work with people all the time who come to me and weight loss is really what they're hoping to achieve. You have to be able to look at your overall health and well-being and make sure that you're actually healthy. If you have been doing all the things that I've already shared with you in this video and you're still hitting a roadblock, maybe you've had some success, but you've totally plateaued and no matter what you do, diet-wise, exercise-wise, it's not budging. More than likely, it's because your body's holding on to weight as a protective mechanism because something else about your health is not functioning properly. You have to figure out the underlying level of health and if something's not working properly. The only way to achieve that is to be able to step back and get a 30,000 foot view of your health through complete and proper testing. Now, that's what I do with all of my patients here locally and via telehealth. So if you'd like to know more about what does that actually look like and what are we talking about, then just go to the link down into the description below. Click on that and it'll take you right over to where I share more about figuring out the why behind what your body's doing or not doing at this point in time. So again, just click that link down in the description. I look forward to seeing you on the other side and a future episode. I hope that this information was helpful. As always, comment down below. Let me know your questions. I'm here for you. I want to help you achieve whatever your health goal is. I look forward to seeing you on a future episode. God bless.